Hello and welcome to KnKplayDnD. I'm the first K, the Keith.
And I'm the second K, Karin, and it is good to be back to the main storyline.
Yes, this is Anna in Mokana number 4, and today's episode is brought to you by with strangers with familiar last names. Let's get those dice rolling.
No, give me a second, I got it.
Let's get those dice rolling.
Morning comes. It's morning.
Like the first morning.
You come to consciousness.
Oh, I need to take a drink. Can't even hear my ice anymore. I should get some more.
The 5 of you come down, not early, not late. It's mid-morning, probably 9 o'clock or something like that, after such a wonderful night.
Luxurious stretching. There's nothing like it. Stretching in the morning sun.
You come down. Wyatt is there. He's
I
not.
don't mind your stretching, but do put on some clothes. I am wearing the fur that the builders gave me. Is that not clothing enough for you? It's really not.
You finally make it downstairs. Wyatt is there waiting for you. His curly hair is a little disheveled. Friends! I heard you had quite the fun last night, man. That was hearing about it.
I couldn't help but notice that you managed to sleep through it.
I wouldn't say slept through it, but I'm not a fighting type. You know, I'm not one of those guys who goes into it.
Oh, you're a pacifist then.
I make sure you can do it, but I'm not one of those who get in there.
Right, so about that, do you have any healing potions?
Yeah, I do.
Right, so I'll buy some.
All right, I'll give you a discounted rate. What do you usually charge there at the inn? Not at the inn, the place you guys are from.
Oh, we make our own.
Yeah, but what do you charge the travelers? I hear like normal places like 50 gold and all that.
Right, well, I'm not really in charge of that. They don't let me go near it.
All right.
Because I'm not very good at, accuracy and, precision.
I could see that about you, man. Okay, so how about this? I'll give you 3 for 15 gold.
That's incredibly generous.
I mean, you guys kind of saved this place. I really like Green Hill, and you did nice by it.
I mean, of course I'll take that.
All right, cool.
Obviously, I'll take that.
Then, I got one more thing to talk to you guys about. Yebe and I are gonna hang back here a bit in Green Hill, so y'all can, go off and do what you need to do.
Are you sure? We would be happy to accompany you to Mokana.
Nah. I've been traveling this road for a while, and, these 2 brutes have been traveling with me. It's been years, so we'll be fine.
Well, we're much obliged to you for allowing us to travel a part of the road together.
Yeah, you guys were mighty fine. I'll see you in Mokana.
Of course. Be safe.
You too. Blessing of your builder upon you.
The blessing of Sona shouldn't be upon you.
Thanks. You're cool.
Right, so I've been meaning to ask, who the hell is Sona Shun?
She is a god. Yeah?
Right, no, I gathered that, but I've never heard one of the builders called that.
Nein, she is not from Patchwork. She is a god from the other world, the bigger one.
Alright, so forgive me, but is it possible to, pray to a god who's not from here?
Yeah.
Will they still hear it and everything?
Yeah.
So when you were over in the other place,
Yeah.
who did you pray to?
My builders?
And the builders, they still...
Yeah.
See, I don't understand that, because I talk to the builders all the time and I never hear anything.
You are, dork.
That's because your ears are full. of other things.
Yeah, what he said, and Seastone, you are what they say, a dork.
No, I thought I heard you say that, and I would agree with her on that. Alright, I see how it is. An old monk. A monk. A monk. Living the monastic life. Praying 8 times a day. 12 if I feel like it. And you all talk about... No. I'm just going to go grumble over here into my breakfast.
So you breakfast. Wyatt actually is paid for your breakfast.
That's nice.
Very kind of him. Your horses are ready for you when you leave. And you head out pretty much after eating.
I'm still a bit stiff getting back into the saddle.
Yeah, understandable.
So there's some... There's some grunting.
Yep.
And adjusting. But I call Sandra May to me, and we're doing fine.
Okay. So you leave the main village, heading on the north main road. At the crossroads of the small road going to the watchtower and the road going north, there is Captain Sophia waiting for you. She's in full armor, like she has been up for hours and everything's polished. Looks like she didn't have a rough night before.
Captain, I'm glad to see you on your feet.
Yes, the same towards you, Paladin.
Anna has on her military armband, by the way. She's decided to start wearing that again.
Lieutenant, I apologize. I did not know you were ranked.
I haven't been advertising it.
Yes, I can understand that. I sometimes go without my rank as well.
There are times when it is advantageous.
Yes. I have written you a letter of commendation so you can get into the city easier and speak with those who you may need to. If you could carry my report of last night and the last several months to the Lady General herself, this commendation could assist in that venture.
I would be happy to do so. To Lady General Tossi, correct?
Yes. That
is precisely who we hope to meet.
Good. May this accommodation and my name be of much assistance getting you to see her. Getting an audience.
Seastone turns aside to True and speaks quietly. Forgive my cynicism. But this lady can't even get the Lady General to, respond to a letter. What makes her think that Anna's going to be able to get in to see her?
Maybe there's miscommunication. Maybe someone is keeping reports from her. I have seen it before. Yeah.
You like people too much.
I have met more than you have.
I'm sorry, did you just say that she liked people too much? We are talking about the same Sister True who disappeared for 4 months with nobody the wiser because she didn't like what was happening at one of the festivals. I didn't mishear about that, did I?
9.
Right, so she likes people too much? Alright, so maybe I'm not a very good judge of character. I would say you're not. But I like you, don't I? Right, so I would say you're not. Captain, thank you. And we wish you the best of luck and good health.
Thank you.
And of course we pray to the gods that these attacks will be stopped in the near future.
I pray that as well. And I pray that whoever is causing it may have a swift death.
We will see to it as best we can.
Thank you. Rose speed.
The blessing of Sona Shun be upon you.
Thank you.
And she salutes as the 4 of you thunder past.
And Maximus.
And Maximus riding on someone's horse asleep.
Man, that poor kitty.
Yes. All right. Once no longer traveling with Wyatt, you do make very good time. Wyatt's wagon was definitely slowing you down. At noon or around there, you pause briefly for a quick meal, but there's a quick consensus, not really spoken, that you should keep going. Because whatever is happening needs to be addressed right quick. And so you thunder on through the forest and through the plains to crest a hill emerging from the last bit of forest, and that, Anna, is where you gain your first glimpse of Mokana.
Alright.
Mokana, the city itself, is larger than Dezka and only marginally larger than Keep Rock. It sits on the coast, bordered by a river to its west. It has high walls surrounding all of it. You do see a bit of a harbor and a port area on the west side of it, but even there are walls protecting the city. There are 3 bridges spanning the river to the plains in front of it. There are guard points built into the bridges themselves, in the walls, and where they breach the land. Just north of the harbor, you see a massive citadel keep rising up on an internal hill there in the city. That is obviously where the seat of power of Mokana sits.
Right.
Massive, beautiful.
Okay.
The roads leading to the city show centuries of use. True directs the group to an unpaved road that crosses the plains, leading to the middle road, the western road that goes to Mokana. That bridge is the largest and grandest going into the city. It has several actual gates, one at the beginning of the bridge, one in the middle, and one at the city.
Wow, talk about security.
Yeah.
So are people living on the bridge?
No. The bridges are too narrow for homes.
Are there like commerce? Are there like booths and?
No.
So it's kept clean.
It's kept clean. The bridges
Gotcha.
are all kept clean. The road leading to the bridge also is the largest and most used. There are several merchant trains, there are peddlers, there are tinkerers going in and out of Mokana on this road.
But not working on the bridge.
Not working on the bridge. At the mouth of the bridge, there is a guard post. Their armor is exactly like that of Captain Sophia and her people. Same crests, same colors, same capes, everything. You do catch a couple of their eyes, but they wave you through. Mm-hmm. If you want to do an insight check, you can.
I believe it. I will.
Okay.
A bit of an insight. 21.
Yeah, you're going to be on the reports. Interesting individuals who've come into the city.
I mean, if it had just been myself and the lieutenant, we probably would have been fine. But we happen to have with us a cat man and a devil woman.
Yes. Yes.
I take a moment to put a hood on Sandra May so she won't get
Okay.
frightened.
Freaked out.
Right.
Yeah, okay. So the gates here at the edge of the river seem to be more ornamental than functional.
All right.
Like, more symbolic closing, because there's no wall around the...
I mean, you could whip it around. Just grab on and kind of swing yourself to the other side.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
mostly
you'd probably
blocking
fall
the
in.
bridge.
You'd probably fall in, but it's possible.
They're kind of there for a symbolism. The bridge itself has 2 parts, divided by a small island and another watch post. So that's right.
All right, I see it. That's a big river.
Yeah, it is a very big river. It's probably been dredged and widened over the years.
Now, is that a scale at the end of that, at the corner of that map?
1 inch equals 1,500 feet.
So this is a long bridge.
Yeah.
This is about an inch long.
Yeah, this is a big bridge.
All right. I mean, like, I understood what you were saying, but this is a big bridge.
Yeah.
All right.
This is a massive city. Like,
Okay.
this is the biggest and most grandest of bridges. Like, if there's dignitaries or a royal parade or something, this is the bridge they take
All right.
to come.
Understood. Which way is north?
North is towards me.
Towards you. All right,
Yep.
I see it.
There's another guard post in the middle with guards there watching you as you pass by.
I'll give him a little cheeky wave. I see a couple good-looking ones, and I give him a wink.
The second part of the bridge is more substantial, or the second gate here is more substantial.
This one actually means something.
Yes,
All right.
means
Like, if the east gates close, that's actually a line of defense.
yes.
All right.
But they stand open, and
Can I see the mechanisms that would close them?
it's all hidden within the stonework of the arch there. But you do see the symbol, the modern symbol of Mokana on these doors.
On the doors.
Yep.
I stare at it like a tourist.
The guards grumble at you to keep moving.
Well, I am moving. I'm on a horse.
Okay. And then after the second bridge, you come before the main gates, the Imperial gates.
Right.
3 stories high, dark-aged wood bound by bands of thick metals. There are no engravings, there's no glyphs, there's no sigils, no crests. These doors are bare.
Okay.
These ones are definitely defensive doors.
Right.
Big and powerful and imposing. They've stood for hundreds of years, resolute, unbreached.
I'm assuming True tells us that.
You just get that feeling. Like, you can tell when things have never been breached, never have fallen.
Never have been rebuilt.
Yes, and these doors, these gates are...
Understood.
Now, you come into Mokana itself. There are more guards there. There's another watch station at the gate here. More guards on patrol, protecting and making sure everything goes all hunky-dory. The square beyond the gates is open with as I said, a garrison. 3 possible routes. One going south along the wall, one cutting back west and then north along the wall, and one heading deeper into the city itself.
What time of day is it?
It is mid-afternoon.
Mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
It would probably behoove us to find a place to stay. Mm-hmm. All right.
You are in Mokana itself. Halfway through this square, shops begin. Nice upscale shops, too. Kind of going along with the sense that if dignitaries and high, powerful people come through, the more wealthier shops will be seen.
Right.
There are a few smaller intersections, whatnot. At this point, both True and Seastone are leading the way.
All right.
They know where they're going. They lead you down a tree-lined avenue deeper into Mokana. Then at the first major intersection, which is another, like a triangle-shaped square, there are some booths set up here, some hawkers. Commerce has started. They take the eastward running road, and before it forks again for another giant block, they stop.
Are the streets crowded? Are there lots of people, or is it...
There is quite a few people, but they're giving enough room for you and your horses. Like, they're used to walking the roads with animals and people.
Do they seem to view us as an anomaly, or are they hardly noticing us?
Do a perception.
It's a big city.
It is a big city,
Lots
Anna.
of people.
As far as you've seen, there is a representative of every humanoid race. You see some orcs. You see some half-orcs. You do see lots of humans.
Are there
One or
the
two tieflings.
smaller races, gnomes and
You do
halflings,
see a
yeah.
couple gnomes running by, halflings, dragonborns, goblins, kobolds, humans,
And they all
elves,
seem to be
drow.
together. They all seem to be, like, doing work together. They don't
That
seem
you
to be...
can't quite tell.
Okay.
And it's people, civilization, like shoulder to shoulder. So halfway down this street, right before it splits, forks again, your monks stop. To the south side in front of you is an inn, and above the door is a simple sign with a stylized griffin perched on a cliff, and written in common Elvish is the name, the Griffins Nest. There's a stable right next door to it.
Right.
And True and Seastone lead you there. And
Do you know the people who own this establishment?
Yeah, we do.
Good. And they're familiar with Blue Sky Keep and the village?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We know the owner.
Good.
So there's a young human boy at the, preteen boy who's working at the stables. He takes your mounts. Like, are you staying at the inn, or are you just stabling them for the day?
We will be staying at the inn. We don't have rooms yet, but we will be staying.
Okay. And then your stable will be covered by your
All right,
cost.
thank you.
I'll brush them down for you.
Thank you.
And you go into the main entrance of the Griffins Nest. It's a fair-sized establishment. Booths line the side walls with tables. There are round tables in the floor, in the center area in the floor, with up to 6 chairs each for the tables.
Okay.
There's a bar near the back, between a door to the back rooms, and the kitchen included, and the stairs heading up. Odd memorabilia hang from the walls. Shields, broken weapons, monster trophies, banners, and the like. Some of the tables are occupied. No one looks up at your entrance from
No one cares.
those. No one really cares.
All right.
Anna, one, give me a quick perception check at the memorabilia and stuff around.
So that'll be an 18.
As you're looking around, you do see a lot of stuff that rings of the places you've been in: patchwork, Mokana, weapons, glyphs, and whatnot. But on the your right hand side, the west side, there is a tattered, what could be a flag or a banner or even a kerchief of a very familiar symbol to you. Same one on your holy symbol.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. It's small and it's kind of right next to a shield, easily forgotten, but
Interesting.
that being something so dear to you,
Right.
you notice it.
Okay.
Now, by the bar is a human woman, mid to upper 40s, with short brown hair shot through with silver. And she's speaking softly with a red dragonborn girl,
Okay.
a serving girl. The human looks up as the door shuts behind you. Her blue-gray eyes fix on all of you, and she frowns
Oh no.
deeply.
Oh no.
She says a few more things to the Dragonborn and makes her way to you.
Uh-oh.
She's wearing pants. She's wearing a blouse. She's not in one of the dresses that you've seen a lot of serving women wear.
She is no nonsense. She's
no
practical.
nonsense.
She's utilitarian. Okay. Okay.
And she comes up and she folds her arm under her breast. Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Ha! See what you did there. It's good to see you.
Little Seastone, and true, and a paladin of Sona Murat. She actually bows her head a bit. I'm the owner of the Griffins Nest. You may call me Nessa Murat, and welcome.
Nessa Murat.
Yes.
Blessing of Sona Murat be upon you. Anna doesn't look like she means it.
You know, dear, it always is. So, 4 of you and Maximus, welcome back, dear. Hi.
You're looking lovely as always.
Thank you, Seastone. So will it be 1 room or 2 rooms?
I think 2 would be excellent.
Boys and girls?
Sure.
Which way are you going to go, Maximus?
Are you honestly going to charge for a cat? How do you know Sona Murat?
Sona Murat, the goddess of light and life.
Is that what it is?
She gave me life.
I am pleased to hear it. Murat is not a common last name.
No, and well, I know these 2. Who are you? I know you're a paladin, but who are you, dear?
Lieutenant Tiscara.
Tiscara. Right, well, True, Seastone, you guys go get your rooms. Tell me which ones you settle in. Come on down. I'll have some food ready for all of you.
Right, well, don't rush to introduce me nor anything. Right, so this is my boyfriend. This is Dorn. He'll be staying here with me. All right, so now you know each other. I'm going to go grab a room.
About time you're settling him down. Thank you, Dorn.
I didn't realize that this was one of the options available to us, but... Oh, I'm just joking. She knows that I'm just joking.
When you're back down, that table over there, sit over there. I'll get some food and ale for you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Murat. Your face looks like a storm cloud. What is going on? Murat is the name of a relative. The name of a relative? You mean you might be related to this lady? No, I would know if I were related to this lady. No, the Murats are on the elven side of the family. I'm sorry? You have elves in your family?
Well, let's get rooms.
No, I want to hear about this family.
Let's sit down so we're not in...
Right, so I'll go get the rooms. You sit down.
Seastone goes upstairs. The others of you go to the booth.
I just have to admit, your facial expression and hers when she heard your name, it did not look congenial. No, I wouldn't imagine that it would. But I'm related to the Murats through marriage. Alright, so maybe she's related to the Murats through marriage. Maybe she came from the same place you did. Well, obviously she did if she knows about Sona Murat. No, I'm rather more concerned about where she got her last name.
Honey, what you need to tell me... Nessa comes back, sliding some plates in front of you, is how Frankie's doing.
She's fine, thank you.
Ah, I see. Well, I should explain myself now, shouldn't I?
You should.
Frankie's my friend.
Frankie isn't friends with anyone.
Frankie and I were, girls together before, I was sold into slavery. Rolls up her right sleeve, and there's a brand mark that you, Anna, even though you don't have all your memories where you're from, this is a visceral reaction, seeing this.
I've seen this before.
Branding V mark in a circle on her arm.
I'm sorry for your loss. That doesn't explain why you're taking Frankie's name.
Yes, when I came here, I got a new life. I decided to take the Murat name because Frankie was the last decent person I knew.
If you think Frankie is a decent person...
Frankie tried to buy my freedom. And when those who controlled her contracts found out, well, they weren't happy. And I was shipped off to another market.
You will forgive my incredulity.
That's fine. Eat, drink. Now, why are you here?
I was sent
For what purpose?
to speak to the Lady General
Tassi? What about?
about some threats to a village to the south.
Alright. I can try to set something up for you.
Lieutenant, I can tell that you're uncomfortable with this, but we're not going to get an audience before the end of the week without assistance.
An unknown paladin coming to Mokana, wanting to speak to Lady General Tassi, one of the top military minds of Mokana, not to mention that she's on the ruling council. You won't get in to see her without help.
It just feels a little convenient.
Ask your friends who brought you here.
I will.
Alright. Enjoy your meal.
I don't like her. I don't say that about very many people, but I really don't like her.
She will grow on you.
You like her?
She's good. She's true. She's loyal.
You see, like, the thing about her is you have to understand that she talks like she has a chip on her shoulder because she does. Like, the whole world has been against her entire life.
Yeah.
And so, like, If she's talking to you like you're dirt, it's more of a defense mechanism, really. She doesn't actually think you're dirt. She just tries to weed out the people who aren't worth knowing first. I don't know, it seems to me a good way to frighten off a bunch of people who would be well worth knowing. They just get scared.
We have known her a while, Seastone and I.
I'm mighty impressed that she knows Our Lady.
Yeah, I did not see that coming.
I don't think impressed is the word.
Yeah? What do you mean?
I mean, people don't just take the Murat name. Forgive me, I understand that she's a friend of yours, but you have to understand why I don't trust her.
Yeah,
She took my uncle's last name.
Besides Nessa and Lady Frankie, I have never heard it before.
Of course you haven't. It's not from here. Anna, I understand your concern. I understand your discomfort, but if she says she can get us an audience with the Lady General, we have to take advantage of it. Otherwise, we could be here for months. We literally could be here for months.
Maximus looks up. She can get us to see Posse.
Anna, is your only question why she took the name? It seems to me she explained that. He's a good friend, and she wanted to remember something pleasant. She's got so many things in her life that aren't. Why wouldn't she want to honor a good friend? Especially one that she probably never expected she'd see again. Why wouldn't she take her name? Because it's not something that you do. I mean, would you take my last name? I can't imagine taking anyone's last name but my own.
I know this man. I traveled with this man. We hated each other in the beginning. He was opposite of me. But as we traveled and got to know each other, I liked him. And if I had to name him a man or someone, I would give it him his name. Because he became dear. But we are in different worlds. I will not see him again. And it would be a way of...
You might name a child after him, you might name a horse after him, but you wouldn't take his name as your own without his permission, would you?
There is no way of asking.
So you wouldn't do it, would you?
Might.
It's just a very strange thing to do. Anna, we can wait here for months, or we can accept her hospitality. You don't have to like her. You're not beholden to her for anything. If she says she's gonna do it, just let her do it. She obviously seemed to know your last name.
Yeah, you are from the same world, the same place.
Are you particularly famous or something? Did you do a lot of things? Or you have a famous mother or something? I'm a paladin. I fought in the war. That's about it. I'm from a farming family. The Murats were much more famous than I was. All of my uncle's family, the whole elven side. They were nobles. The human side were just people.
Maybe you could ask Frankie?
How can I possibly ask Frankie? I won't see her again until we get home.
If you could, Maximus. Maximus gets up, comes over to you, Anna, pushing your plate out of the way.
What are you doing?
Take it. He lowers his head so you can reach his collar.
What is this? What is this?
It is a blessed item of Sana Ashun. The ring on his collar. You follow Sana Ashun.
Yes, but I don't need a ring.
Take it before Maximus changes his mind.
Fine, I accept. What is it?
So you take off his collar, a green jade ring, much like the ring you woke up with the other night. That gave you proficiency in perception.
What is it? What does it do?
This is a magic ring that allows you to do a spell type thing. It's a ascending spell twice per sunrise, without using any spell slots. So you could send a message from your mind to someone else's. No range limit.
Is that how you got to talk to her when we were down in Green Hill?
Yeah.
Here, I just thought that you were awfully sensitive. No, I'm not sensitive at all.
You can do it twice per day, or twice per sunrise, and 25 words per message.
And can the person that I sent a message to respond? Or can I just send?
Just send, but they'll know that it's from you.
But that's not helpful, is it? I can ask her a question, but she won't be able to answer.
It's a way of talking. Maybe there's someone down there who could send back.
Oh, we don't have anybody with that sort of magic.
Oh, green guy?
Runt?
Can't he do magic like that?
I've never seen him do any sort of magic that requires any sort of subtlety.
Oh.
He explodes things, and he poisons things. But he doesn't, he doesn't do complicated spells.
Well, your message is out of luck, but you can report to her.
I rather imagine that for the influx of people coming for the fishing season, that there's bound to be somebody who can send back a message, or that can be hired to run with a message. We'll be here for a while. Even if we get to see the Lady General tomorrow, we'll be here for weeks.
Yeah, and there's the problem, the undead thing that we want to fix.
Fine, if you trust her, I will have her contact the Lady General. But I want it noted that I'm not happy about this.
Yeah, we know, we are well aware.
I can't say that I understand it, but, it's noted.
And so Anna and her crew, the Blue Sea Peeps, have made it to Mokana.
The Blue Sea Peeps.
The Blue Sea Peeps have made it to Mokana. Anna flabbergasted with a new Sana Ashun ring, and someone with Frankie's last name. So, we are going back to Seabrook and the Blue Sea Keep. So we are with Frankie, Nowheres, Runt, and Tarver.
Back at Seabrook.
Back at Seabrook. The last time we met with them was the Bayhare hunt and the funeral of the fallen monks.
Right.
Everyone was dealing with that in their own ways. Nowheres threw himself into training. Runt kind of disappeared. Frankie threw herself into her own work stuff.
Tara had a dream of his son.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where his son asked him where Patchwork was.
Right.
So it has been about a week since the hunt now.
Okay.
For the most part, things have been quiet.
Okay.
Everyone's gone back to life as much as they can. The construction of the new bell tower and the alert system has been finished.
Okay, so the alert system is completed.
Yes. Tara oversaw it, and it was led by the carpenter's apprentice, Knut. Frankie has been given a new trainer, a reed-thin dark elf man, about the same age as her uncle back home, and he's been keeping her very busy.
Okay, what's his name?
Piron.
Piron, how do you spell that?
Piran.
Piron.
Piran. Sure, Piran. Nowheres, you have spent most, if not all, of your non-sleeping and eating time in the Kensai training house with Brother Oak.
Yeah.
Training and sparring. And Nowheres, it's gotten to the point that you're, more often than not, beating him in the spars.
Okay.
And when he does win, It's due to his, quote, monk tricks.
Gotcha. Like when he, makes me go paralyzed and all that sort
Yeah,
of thing.
things like that.
Yeah.
Also, the use of healing potions between the two of you have decreased dramatically.
Well, I mean, after Frankie railed us out.
Not just Frankie railing you out, it's also, well, you're learning. Your body is adjusting and getting stronger and faster.
Okay.
Runt, my little friend.
Yeah.
Because of what happened during that hunt, you've gone to do some personal research.
Yeah, I've been in the library a lot.
Exactly. He comes to check on you often, though most of the time he's at a distance, just observing you, giving you your space.
Sure.
Pretty conscientious, trying to understand what you're going through without interrupting your self-search.
Well, and Frankie and Tara and Norris have been pretty busy and stuff, so... Yeah.
Yeah. And Tara, your time, has been spent mostly in the village, overseeing the construction of the bell tower, walking the lands between the village and the keep, sometimes with Kyle, because he likes going out on walks, and being the construction overseer and Frankie's liaison to the village. You're being manager, man.
Have we had any communication with Milos, the priest?
You have not.
Okay.
The monks have gone back to their duties and lives after the hunt. They're filling in the gaps of their missing brothers and sisters as best as they can, and everything has gone on. In the village, the fishing season is about to begin. The tent city in the western field between the village and the old wall has been filling up. It's probably about 2/3 full now, so it's grown exponentially over this last week. Some of those who have come have already been hired by fishing captains as dock workers, several other industries that are affected by such influx, hospitality, trade, labor, all that is affected by a dramatic upswing of people.
Right.
And they know this. These newcomers are a broad mix of peoples found throughout Patchwork. Humans, half-elves, dragonborn, 1 or 2 tieflings, and tabaxi, because fish!
Well, and because the monks. A lot of them are tabaxi.
Exactly. A lot has happened, a lot of things are going on. Life, it continues. So, Frankie.
Yeah.
Dawn has broken. You've been up for a long while now, training. Piron is much harder than your previous instructors.
Well, there's more at stake. This
Yep.
isn't just she needs to be strong for the thing. It's more than that.
Yep. And he knows it, and he's pushing you to your limits now.
All right.
And he has you up before dawn, has you training and practicing with him up until a certain point. Then he'll dismiss you, and then you come see him in the afternoon, and you train a bit more.
It is, I will admit. I mean, I think this is important, but it is really hard to complete all of my duties as Lady of the Manor.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm delegating things that otherwise I would oversee directly, which feels... I mean, it's not what I would prefer. I'll put it that way.
I get that. And Piron is trying to balance your needs with what he has been tasked with. So he's dismissed you for the morning.
All right.
So you're heading back to the main buildings towards your office. And can you please give me a perception check?
24.
Nice. I knew you'd get something good. You're walking through the main gates, because that's the easiest way to get to your office, through all the clerical stuff and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And as you're coming through that first courtyard where you guys came into the keep the first time. Through the front gates, which are open per usual during the day, you see a oak tree outside of the keep on the other side of the road. It's about 20 feet tall. To the west, big, wide sweeping branches. It's normally not there.
Have I seen this oak tree before?
You've seen types before.
Have I seen this one? Does it have distinguishing characteristics?
No. But there is a tall, cloaked figure striding through the front gates, coming directly from said oak tree.
I kind of, swing my towel, my sweat towel around my neck and turn to face the person who I think I know who it is.
Yep. They come up to you, and they give a little half bow, and when they stand up, their hood comes off, and it is Iana.
And there you have it. Another episode of KnKplayDnD is in the books. That was Anna in Mokana number 4.
Have we gotten back to... Yeah, we got back to the people at the keep this episode, right?
Yes, we did.
I should know. I was the one who edited that transition.
Yes, you did.
I'm excited to see where this goes for everyone. Everybody's having such a hard time.
It's the world's smallest island.
No, it's like genuinely an issue. You want to yell at Keith and tell him what issues our characters are having. And that he should be more sympathetic. You can yell out at him on Facebook, because that's where he normally hangs out.
Or you can yell at both of us on the Twitter stuff.
Really just me, though.
Yeah.
Or on Instagram, though. That's probably going to be pretty ineffective. Hit like and share, let your friends know about us. Genuinely leave a review, because that helps us fight the algorithms.
Yeah.
Or not fight them, work with them. Music was written and performed by me, except for the stuff that was made by Tim over at tabletopaudio.com, which is an excellent source for all of your gaming audio needs.
Good plug.
Thanks.
And finally, I'm the first K, the Keith.
And I'm the second K Karn. And yet again, we have gone really long on the outro. We're signing off. Thank you for listening, and be well.